All right, again, we have our weights, either soup cans or actual weights or what have you. We have our mat or something to lay down on. We have our chair or something to hold onto as an option for modifications if you don't want to go down on your knees on the mat. And what else? I'm Midnight, and this is Bucky. And yeah, today we're gonna do it's basically gonna be a bar Pilates class, but we're just gonna focus on that beautiful backside. So we're gonna work our back muscles, posterior chain, as we call it in the industry. Especially all the time good, but especially all of the forward hunching that we're doing, maybe sitting down more, on our phones a lot more. So this is gonna help open up and strengthen the backside. We also just don't see the back of our bodies, so we tend to ignore the back of our bodies and we don't work them as much as we usually should. Most of us, not all. All right. Take breaks when you need to, modify when you need to, shake out when you need to. Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it at the end, and just have a good time. We're gonna move around today. Get that back going. Open up our shoulders and enjoy. So you don't need anything to begin with. Just start by standing up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Actually, Bucky, can you turn up the music just a little bit? Turn up those jams.
Oops, wrong way.
I think that's good. Arms out to wide second. Belly button pulling in. Lift the knees up. Point the toes. Energy all the way through the fingertips. Sucking that belly button in towards the spine. Now during this warm up, think about your back right away. So as I lift my knee, I'm not letting my chest come forward. I'm using my back muscles to keep the chest open. Should even feel like those back muscles are pulling down. They're contracting back and pressing down towards the floor. Maybe feel like you're arching back a little bit. A lot of times when we feel like we're arching back, we're just up vertical to a good posture position. Keep it going. I'll turn back this way. Yeah. We want to get the blood pumping, get the energy flowing. I made some announcements last week. We're going to be doing more of these live classes. Tap the arm across the midline to the opposite ankle, because it's also good for us. We were noticing when we were doing just a lot of edited videos that we personally were not moving as much as we used to when we did all the live videos. So we're going to go back to doing more live classes. I've even had the inkling to maybe do daily live classes again, like we did when we first started in March. So if you want to see that, let us know. You have 8, 7, squat in 4, 3, 2, squat it down and up, down, lift. Feet about hip width distance apart. Sit the weight back in the heels. Flex your toes up towards your forehead. Again, think about that booty. Turn sideways. So you're really squeezing that butt every time you stand up. Squeeze that butt. Stand up tall. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. 8, 7, warming up those legs. Make sure the knees going right over the toes. You go to your range of motion. Keep that belly pulled in strong. Pulse it at the bottom. Get down low. All right, now I've noticed with me, when I sit down here, I let my butt go, right? The butt is all stretched out here. What happens if we try and squeeze the butt as we're here in this position? May feel kind of weird, but we want to keep this muscle engaged. We want to keep this muscle engaged too. So see if you can squeeze that booty even though we're sunk down low. Yeah, team. Full range down and up. Down, squeeze. Again, you take those rests when you need. Take those shakeouts, that's what they're there for. No shame in shaking out. Means you're doing it right, because we want to fatigue those muscles. Pulse it down again. Now remember, can we squeeze that butt? May feel awkward. Oh, that's a new sensation, but it's good. I don't know, my butt burns a lot more doing that. Yeah, team. Hold it down, hold. Bring the arms up to high position. Squeeze that butt a little bit harder. 4, 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Woo, give it a little shake out. Grab onto your weights, whatever those weights are. Bucky, I'll let you choose your own adventure of what. You can grab soup cans or the really heavy weights. So your choice. We're gonna start hinged over position. So hinged means straight spine. You just bend over. It's like you're bowing. So not rounding. Keep that tailbone pulling back. Hands come down, palms facing towards the midline. Slow. Reaching out. Bring it in. Now I want you to focus on reaching your arms out long. So not about how high the arms go. Focus more on stretching the arms out. If you need to drop those weights, drop the weights at any time. Again, take that break at any time. Lengthen your head. You're like a turtle coming out of a turtle shell. So keep that neck long. Belly button is pulling in. Core is engaged the whole time. Nice work, team. Sliping in those knees. Yeah. Reach it out. Now can we speed it up? Out, in. Still moving with control, like we're underwater. Smooth out the up and down, but now maybe you're feeling it into the back of the shoulder. 8 more like this. If you feel this aching in your lower back, pull the belly button up a little bit higher. Pulse it at the top. Pulse, pulse. Reach the arms long. Get those knuckles out a little bit wider. 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it. One arm down. Lift, other arm down. Lift. If this becomes too much, then you can alternate keeping the arms down so they can lift one up, then the other up. Both are working the muscles. You get to choose what your body wants or needs in this moment. We have 8 more. Whoo, stretch out long. Yes, if you don't feel that heat building into the back of the shoulder, can you stretch out a little bit longer, a little bit deeper? 4 more, team. Breathe. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. Back of that shoulder, those weights gonna be dropping a little. 2 more. Last one. Final pulse at the top. We've got this. Last 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, roll it out. Give yourself a quick little roll out. Stay hinged over at the hips. Weights come to your hip bones. Squeeze the elbows back behind. Easy tricep kickbacks. I say easy. They're not necessarily easy, but they're gonna be a bigger range of motion than what we're about to do. We're not swinging though. Never use the momentum this way. Keep the elbows pinned back. Only bring the weights to about your hip line. Then press straight back from there. Now straight arms, pulse it up. Trying to keep the arms straight. Again, lengthening the arms. I'm reaching my knuckles as far as I can. Gonna feel that burn in the back of the arm, that tricep. Can you open up the chest a little bit higher? Yeah, team. I'm facing backwards just so you can see this next movement. Squeeze the weights in and out, in, out, in, out. Like you're clapping your hands, squeezing those weights in towards the midline. In, in. Still keeping the weights as high as you can the entire time. 1 lift, 1 in. Lift, in. Lift, in. Lift. Making an L shape with your hands. Keep it going. Lift, in. Little tiny circles. Oh, back of those triceps and those shoulders should be feeling it. Squeeze up a little bit higher. Circle other way. Almost there. Back to single lifts. Last 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Yes, nice work. Give yourself a little shake out. Give yourself a little moment. Good, palms face in towards the midline or in towards your thighs, lifting the elbows up to a square shape and then back down again. I know my shapes. Lifting up, lowering down. All right, nice and slow and controlled. Now, as we do this, Don't let the shoulders come up to the ears. So we keep the neck long, again, that turtle in a turtle shell. Whew, breathe here. This is a little bit of an active recovery. Gonna burn to those shoulders, back of those arms, one more time. Really focus on the back right here into that shoulder. Keep this slow pace. Now option to hinge it over. So that same hinged over position. I know it's been a lot of hinging over. So if your lower back feels sore, just keep it up right here. Totally fine. Still gonna work those muscles. Can we speed it up? Lift, lower. Now as we lift those elbows, think of squeezing the shoulder blades together just a little bit. You're wrapping your lats, those big muscles around your rib cage, they're wrapping in and around. So you're not just lifting your elbows, you're wrapping those big muscles, hugging them around the spine. Oh, those arms should be feeling toasty. Pulse it at the top, lift, lift, lift. One final thing here, dancers. Gonna try and burn out those arms. One more time. Oh. Keep the elbows up, extend pinkies. Out, in, out, in. Palms still face the back of the room. Lengthen through that neck. Breathe. Try to keep those elbows lifted. Stabilizing through that shoulder. Last 8, 7. Yes, you can. Press up a little bit higher, a little bit deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Shake it all the way out. Woo! Nice, strong work, dancers. Put those weights off to the side. Take one arm, cross it over. Oh my goodness. Roll that shoulder down the back. Roll out the wrist. Tuck the ear. Go side to side. Want to feel a nice stretch over that shoulder cap, right to the back of that shoulder where we worked so hard. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Job well done. You did an awesome job. Grab the elbow, snuggle up behind the head. Look up and under the arm. Give yourself a side body lean. Feel that big stretch. Rotate the chest up towards the ceiling. And move wherever you need to move. Your muscles hopefully got toasty. So do what your muscles need you to do right here. Listen to your bodies. Honor all that work you just did. And switch it over to the other side. Oh, cross the body. Roll the shoulder down. Roll out the wrist. Then tilt your head side to side. Lengthening out those muscles we just burned into. Oh, it's been a while since just done a good old-fashioned bar arm with weights. Felt good. Give yourself a pat on the back. Grab the elbow, snuggle up behind your head. Push back with the head. Look up and under the arms. Side body lean. Spiral your heart up towards the ceiling. Try and lengthen through the rib cage. Breathe. Clasp the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the wrists away from the tailbone. Then give yourself a little bit of an arch if that feels good to you. Just opening up the front of the chest. And going into that boss pose. I just posted a technique video for our Patreon members about the boss pose. Open up the elbows, lean it back like you're leaning back in your big executive chair, but you do that thoracic spine extension. So upper back, from that mid back up, that's what lifts up. So we shouldn't feel any aching in the lower back when we do this. Really opening up the shoulders, the chest, the collarbone. All right, give yourself a little shake out, a little wiggle. Keep the weights option to either drop down to the mat. We're going to our quadruped position. That's hands and knees position right here. Or you can grab onto a chair or a wall and you can hinge yourself over and go right here instead. Yeah, you don't even have to be hinged over. You can do all of this upright. Again, if you feel an aching in your lower back, I'd rather you be upright. You can really focus on the glute right here. So go wherever you need to go. I will come down to the quadruped, but everything else is the same no matter what position you're in. Take one of your weights or your soup cans, put it into your knee pit. Now, if whatever object you got does not fit in your knee pit, that's okay. You can do all of this without a weight. Balance evenly over left and right leg, left and right arm. Pull the belly button in, extend the leg back behind. Try and point that toe up towards the ceiling. Square the hips. So not letting the hip open up. Then squeeze this butt cheek. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This butt cheek is what moves the leg. It's super small. Okay, we're really just focusing on isolating that muscle. Yeah, Bucky's gonna show you the standing variation. One is not necessarily easier than the other. They're just different. Just depends on what your body needs. And they're both challenging in their own way. Squeeze it in and out, just like we did with those triceps. So knee hugs in towards the midline. Show you from the backside. Clapping inner thighs together. Squeezing in, sliding on that countertop. One lift, one in. Imaginary countertop back behind you. Now, if you're starting to lean over to one side, try to evenly balance over the midline. Eight, 7. Little circles around. Drawing the dime-sized circle with the knee back behind you, keeping that hip square. Other way, little circles. Can we pull the belly button in a little bit deeper? Circle, other way. Again. Can we squeeze deeper into that glute, into that booty, that hamstring? Circle, other way. Yeah, team. Back to single lifts. Lift, lift, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it at the top. Hold it. Flex that foot. Kick the heel in towards the glute. Really smash that weight or whatever you have in your knee pit. Rotate the leg out, then bring it back in. Rotate it out, bring it back. Again, I'll show you what it looks like from here. Rotate out, bring it back square. Can we speed it up? Rotate out, square, rotate. Hips still stay even. I'm still trying to balance a glass of water on my back, so I'm keeping my body stable, just rotating from that hip joint. 8, 7. Rotating into the joint. 4, then you hold it out in 3, 2, hold it out, little lifts. Lift, like a fire hydrant position. The knee is now out to the side, doing little squeezes of the butt, lifting that knee up just an inch. Keeping that hip down. Woo, feeling into that side of that booty. Yeah. Oh, take that break when you need. Pound it out when you need. Bottom leg also maybe feeling it. Little tiny circles around. The knee might be getting a little bit lower too. That's normal. Circle other way. We're almost there with this leg. Back to single lifts. 8, 7. Hold in 4. Hold it at the top. Hold, squeeze. Oh, just balance, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Come all the way down onto your belly, onto the mat. Gonna do a little back spine work before we hit that second side. Lengthen your arms overhead, alternating opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach, lower, reach. Keep going, team. I'm gonna move this over here so the mic picks up the music a little bit more. Keep the belly pulled in. Both arms and legs if you can. If you aren't able to, no worries. Keep alternating. Reach long. Don't worry about how high it goes. Lengthen the toes and the fingers. 8, 7, 2. Hold it up. Swim it out. This does not feel accessible to you. Keep alternating. Or take that little rest. 8, 7. Can you reach longer? 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, push it back, child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes barely touching. Hips sink down towards the heels. Breathe. Give yourself a little sway side to side. Work into those hips, because we got another side to do. All right, dancers. If you've done these classes with me before, you know second side's never like the first side. You may not last as long on this side. That's normal. Take that weight, put it into your other knee. Square yourself up. Hips are square over that center line. Lift up that second toe. Try and point the toe up towards the ceiling. Then just squeeze into this glute. So I'm not worried about kicking the leg up. If I thought of kicking my leg up, I'd probably do something like this, which would be bigger. It would be a lot more lower back and not isolating just that butt cheek. So I just want that butt cheek to work. I want the hamstring to work, and I want to stabilize with the rest of my body. So the spine isn't really moving. It's just there to stabilize. Squeeze the knee in and out, in, out, in, out. Sliding it on the imaginary countertop back behind you, in towards the midline. 1 lift, 1 in. Booties burning. And this makes me realize how long it's been since I've done an actual bar class with weights. Inspires me to do this more often, do these live classes more. Little circles around. Plus, there's something about doing it together, right? Like, we're in this together. It's happening right now. We may be separated by space, but in terms of booties burning, we're in the same place. Circle other way. Keep that belly drawn in tight. Keep pressing through your shoulders. Yeah, team. Back to single lifts. Lift, lift. Squeezing, pressing. 8, 7. Holding 4. Hold it at the top. Flex that foot. Really kick the heel in towards the glute. Rotate out. Rotate in. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I don't know about you, but this is getting in it. This is all that back. My back is stabilizing. My hips are working. Yeah. Focus in. Close your eyes if you need to. Go to your happy place. We've got this. Can we speed it up? Out, in, out, in. And keep breathing. Your muscles need that oxygen. So you need to breathe into that heat. Hold the knee out. Little lifts. Lift, lift. This is basically like doing a clam. When we're laying on our side doing the clamshell, this is the same exact work. So it's that rotation. Little circles around. Circle other way. We are almost there. Almost there, team. Can you squeeze a little bit more? Can you press up a little bit higher? Back to single lifts. Lift, lift. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it, squeeze it. Lift up 1 inch higher. Hold. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right, lay it all the way down onto your stomach again. Whoo. We're gonna go into Swan Dive. Different levels, different layers of this one. So you stick to whichever place you want to. All starting with hands underneath our shoulders. Lift the chest up. However high you go is up to you. Maybe you just hover the head, maybe you press up, maybe you go all the way up to straight arms. Just make sure your shoulders stay down. Bend the elbows, squeeze your glutes, and let the legs lift up back behind you as you lower your head down towards the mat. Just hold here, squeeze, lengthen through the legs, feel those glutes working. Push yourself back up, legs come down, chest comes up. Bend the elbows, squeeze the glutes. So you're holding your body in this arched position. Go a little bit faster. Lifting up, and you're just tilting yourself forward and back. You go to your pace. And if you want to go into the full swan dive, you can start to speed it up. Dive your arms forward, re-catch yourself. Keep squeezing the glutes. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. Or you can do the look ma no hands version. Rocking forward and back. Last 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that break. Push it back, child's pose. Ooh, knees go wide, big toes barely touching. Oh my goodness, sway side to side. That swan dive is a little crazy. It's also one of those things like, if your back likes to extend, then it might feel, I'm not gonna say easy, but way more accessible than not. So again, we all have different bodies, we all have different bones. We're all just working. We're working towards opening things up. Try not to judge whatever you were able to do today. My body likes to back extend, but it hates to do back flexion. So that's why my roll-ups are not, those are my Pilates kryptonite. Woo! All right, team. We're gonna flip it over onto our back. If you have your weights, you have the option to take them with you. Doing one last thing to get into those glutes. Rest the weights onto your hip bones, or again, you don't have to have the weights. Heels underneath your knees, so that's usually about like an inch away from where your fingertips are. Feet about hip width distance apart, knees going over the toes, squeeze the glutes. Tuck the pelvis, float the hips, float the tailbone about 1 fist length. So we're not coming all the way up here. We're just floating, hovering that tailbone, squeezing the glutes, and then tucking my tail under like I have a tail tucked in between my legs. From here, I squeeze my cheeks another inch. That little tiny squeeze that lifts the hips just a little. So not a big full range of motion, but I can definitely feel it into that booty already. Those butt muscles are already tired. They already have done a lot. Be fairly quick to feel that burn into the butt. Changing up the tempo. Up for 3, down for 1. Lift, 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 down. Lift, lift, lift. Keep it going. High, higher, highest. Squeeze through that booty. Last 4. Single it out. Press, press. Woo! One more set. You have the choice to lift up into your forced arch position. Lift those heels up. Press over the big toe mound. Change the tempo. Up for 1, down for 3. Up, teeny tiny, lower. Lift. Squeeze up, teeny tiny, down. So still not moving a lot. Just trying to cut it into thirds. That teeny tiny movement. Precision. Keep it going. Lift. Squeeze. 4 more. Ah, yeah, booty burn. Single it out. Lift, lift. Can you lift those heels a little higher? Can you push your feet deeper into the mat? Can you squeeze a little bit more? 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Let the arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the arms overhead. Squeeze 1 inch higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Woo. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Yeah. All right. Getting into some back plank work. Again, different levels of this one. You can stick to this hip bridge right here. Still working the back side of your body, working everything you need. Or try coming up to a tabletop position. So rock and roll yourself up. Fingertips face towards your hips. Ground your feet down. Little bend in the elbows and then lift the hips up. You can also try doing this on your elbows. It just takes more mobility into the shoulders. But either one, again, we're all about trying to open up the front of the body, lift the hips up, feel that big stretch. This may feel more of a stretch in the shoulders than anything else. That's all right. Keep squeezing, keep breathing. And slowly lower the tailbone down. Bring your feet together now. So ankles together, big toes together. Same thing, either in hip bridge or in tabletop lift up. Does that feel different? It should feel different. Squeeze those inner thighs. Maybe it feels harder. Keep lifting. Yeah, slowly lower back down. Give your wrists a little roll out if you need to. Option to stay into any of those options or to go to your full back plank position. Extend the legs out. Bring the feet back out to hip width distance. Dig the heels in. Lift the hips up into your back plank. Again, other options are just into this hip bridge or into that tabletop position or into that full back plank. Yes, lower the hips back down. Bring the feet together. All right, this is the last time we're doing any of those. We're gonna add a little extra spice finale. Lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes, open up through the heart. Try to alternate lifting one leg up, then lifting the other leg up. I don't care the pace you do. Getting to lengthen through that leg. Yeah, you can absolutely bend the knee, or you can try to kick that leg up as high as you can. When you kick the leg up, don't let the hips drop. You have 8 more counts. Go wherever you can go, or you can just hold your position. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, lower all the way down. Oh, hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a rock and roll. All right. A very quick little front ab workout, just because we worked a lot on back extensions. And just in case we dumped into our lower back and we let our abs go, I don't want us to leave class that way. So I want to make sure we re-engage into that core to help protect the lower back as we keep going on with our day. Plant the feet down, hands behind the head, tuck the pelvis under just that much. It's a little tuck release. Tuck, release, tuck. I have a puppy dog tail. I'm tucking it in between my legs. Super small tilt of the pelvis. Option to add upper body crunch. Jut the chin out. Try lifting the chin straight up towards the ceiling. So we're not rounding the spine. We're lifting it up as we tuck that pelvis under. Exhale every time you lift. Pulse it up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll all the way down. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock and roll to come all the way up to sitting. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Hands overhead. Lift it through the heart, then reach towards the toes. You can sway side to side. Lengthen out those hamstrings, bottom of the legs we burned into. Try and get a flat back stretch. So bring your heart forward. Tailbone shoots back behind. And just breathe. Sit yourself up tall and do a few Pilates postures. Again, just working that backside, but working that posture. Feet go out about hip width distance, spine stretch forward. Arms forward, round the spine. Pull the belly button in. So we're not leaning forward as much as rounding up and over an imaginary ball and trying to stretch through our back. Then sit up tall, draw the shoulders back behind, reach the crown of the head. Again, ball presses into the stomach, pushes, opens up the spine, then sit up tall. One more like that, curl. Reach it up. Feet come together, hands come together, spine twist. Twist one way. Inhale, center, twist the other way. Inhale, center, and twist. Make sure your heels aren't shifting. Make sure the legs aren't shifting. Hold it to one side, hold. Take your hand, reach it back, and reach it all the way over. Maybe you can drop to that elbow, really what feels good. Spiraling the heart. Bring it all the way up, switch over to the other side, twist, other hand comes down, reach the arm up overhead. You can try to keep those heels glued together. Twisting the spine, reaching over. Ooh. Cross your feet, go to a butterfly, whatever feels good here. Just something where you can sit upright. So if you need to come to tall kneeling or onto your knees, that's fine too. If you want to come to standing, come to standing. Make sure you can sit yourself all the way up. Boss pose, clasp the hands, bring them behind your neck, open up the elbows, lift up through the heart. You have a Iron Man light on your chest, shine it up towards the ceiling. Come back up. Reach one elbow over, feel a big stretch. We want our spine to move 360, all different directions. Come up, over the other way. It usually gets a lot of that forward, rounding, hunching. It doesn't usually get a lot of twisting or side bending or extension. One more, just a big arch back. Bring the head over the spine. Relax it all the way down. Woo! And we'll end with our fluffing of aura. Bring your hands together. Rub those hands together. Bring all the good thoughts, juju, intentions, motivations into your hands. Being grateful for moving together today. A little shake out. Cross up top. In the center. Down low. Lift the energy up. And pour it down. Nice work, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for a little back and booty workout. Thanks, Bucky.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Nice job.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought of this workout. Coming up, we might do a pop-up workout tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. This coming up week on Wednesday, I'll be doing a dance class. Most likely, I'll be doing a choreography class. It's been a while since I've done a choreo class. And then Tuesdays, we have our quickies that happen. We'll do a quick, under 15-minute workout. Thursdays, we have our technique releases for our Patreon members. I'll throw that information back up again. And then we'll have a new live class next Saturday. Our Patreon members will vote on what that class is. So you can check out our Patreon there to become a member, to sign up. So you can vote on what we're doing next. The Patreon members also get bonus videos. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, like this, and again, let us know if you would be interested in having us do more of these live classes. I don't know, it's good. It feels good for us just to get together with everyone, and makes us move to more than we would otherwise. So I'm feeling real inspired to just start doing more of these daily classes, even if I'm the only one who shows up, just to get us all moving and going. So if you would want to do that, let me know also if you would be interested, if you would want to see daily bar classes, daily Pilates, if you want to switch it up all the time.
You can do Pilates.
Yeah.
Pilates more often.
Pilates is a good everyday workout. It's not too insane, but I will probably be sore tomorrow.
I can do more bar legs too. I think I could do more of those.
More bar legs.
Bar legs. I need more bar legs.
So let us know. Let us know any thoughts you have. We'll probably be doing another Zumba pop up sometime in the next couple of weeks too. So just a lot of fun things coming up that we're not keeping a really heavy schedule on. We're just kind of going with the flow and seeing what happens. But we also definitely take your feedback. So let us know your thoughts and suggestions.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone.
Yeah.
Be safe out there, and we'll see you.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah.
Look
you
out for
soon.
look for a pop up.
Pop up. Pop up Pilates.